break down Patty. Everybody pull good security. We're at a turning point here in Jurf, so we don't want to anger the population.
So during our first few months, we had to neutralize the insurgency. We had to do something about the enemy. We had to stop the bombs, we had to stop the attacks, and basically we had to establish a foothold in this town and create a security situation or environment that would allow us to put the Iraqis in charge. So in creating the conditions that would allow the Iraqi army and Iraqi police and local civil leaders to take back over Jurf, Sahkr, we attacked. We went after the insurgents. We defeated their networks. We developed sources, trusted people within the town based on the good things that we were doing for the town. We leveraged our technology. We worked all night, every day, all night, and we finally did drive the cost of those bombs so high that it was no longer worth it for the insurgents to attack us.
The night of March 16th, real bad night, terrible weather, very cold, very rainy, doing what they're supposed to be doing. One of our platoons was conducting an ambush patrol on a known IED hotspot. There was a device that had been planted there. And they detonated the device, killing the squad leader, severely wounding one of the team leaders, badly wounding one of the soldiers in the squad, and moderately wounding two other ones. The squad leader that was killed was a very proficient guy and a very liked guy. I mean, it was a big loss, big, huge loss.
Sergeant First Class Brevard was a patriot and volunteered time and again to serve his country. He volunteered to lead men from the front. He cannot be replaced. I can only take comfort in the fact that were he still with us, Sergeant First Class Brevard would continue to accomplish our mission and vigorously pursue the many terrorists of Jurf, Sahkr. He leaves behind a wonderful family, too many friends to count. God bless him, his wife Amber, his two daughters Jessica, Emily. He will be truly missed and will never be forgotten.
When the guys are deployed, they're definitely their own battles here, and especially when the unit suffered its casualties, that was its own challenge for everybody. And you kind of go through those months where nothing happens and everybody's really calm, and you kind of it's kind of out of sight, out of mind thing, and you think, well, yeah, they're doing their job, but it's not that dangerous. And then when you have a casualty, it really brings everybody back to, that could have been me, and you know, how much longer is it, and how many more risks are there left to take.
The day after Sergeant First Class Brevard's death was a difficult day for the 1st of the 501st Geronimos. Despite the harsh feelings about what happened, the soldiers decided the right course of action would be to pass out soccer balls to the local children and help ease the tension of the previous night's tragedy.
The response that the insurgents believed they would get was, yep, here it comes. They're going to burn the town down. We got them. They're going to do something tomorrow that's going to make our point. They're going to go shoot somebody that didn't deserve shooting. They're going to go arrest 1,000 people that didn't have anything to do with it. They're going to do something, and we'll be right back where we'll be able to tell the people we're right, the Americans are bad. Instead of doing exactly what the Iraqi insurgents thought they would do, They went out passing soccer balls and toys to kids and played a soccer game with a bunch of kids. I'm not sure that that wasn't the day that it turned. That the average citizen in Jurf, for the first time, maybe saw American servicemen as exactly what they are. People that just travel the world and they basically give up their time, their treasure, their blood to help.
Eventually it came to a point where they realized what we could give them and what we could do for them as a people, as a nation, was far greater than those hoodlums. And the sheikhs and the imams pretty much just fingered them and just let us have everybody. And they used their own forces, like the concerned citizens people, as well as local police and Iraqi army.
The Concerned Citizens program is very much like a neighborhood watch that you'd have back home. It's a very simple concept. The local population takes responsibility for their area, and they pledge that they will fight Al-Qaeda. They man checkpoints, they actively engage the enemy, and then we work to support them through this program. The same week that we started the Concerned Citizens program was also the last week that we ever had an attack in the town of Jurf, because the population was finally working with us.
The town was changing. You could feel it. You know, you could walk patrols in Jurf, Iraq as an American. I had more than one sheikh tell me, man, I don't know why you wear all that stuff. There's nothing going to happen to you here. I had one sheikh, Sheikh Hamid was his name. And I'm on patrol one morning and he's out walking around his area in Rawiyah. And he invited me to dinner at his home. And he said, I just want to prove to you that that the war is over in Jurf. I just want to prove it to you. And I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, come by yourself, don't bring your weapons, and don't bring any of your equipment. Just walk down here in your uniform. I promise you. You can walk to my house, we'll have dinner, and you can walk back to that patrol base and nothing will happen to you. You know, it went from one of the most dangerous places in Iraq to that.
These are the folks that are truly making a difference every day. You know, what we're doing now is we're making history. You got a choice as an adult. You can either read history or make history. We've all chosen to make history. So at some point in time, you'll be sitting somewhere with your grandkids on your lap, and they'll be looking at this picture map of the world. You'll have this place called Iraq that's free from fear, and it's a beacon of prosperity for the entire Middle East. And watch it on TV or read about it in the newspaper without having contributed. You guys all contributed. This used to be the worst place we had in all of NMDC right here. Good old Jurf, right? As long as the security stays good, we can continue to make progress. Once we have the security, everything else is possible.
How's the barber business? There's a lot of hair on the ground, that's a good thing.
General Petraeus visits Jurf to meet the local leaders of the region and to see the progress that the soldiers have made. He discusses the security of Jurf, the growth of local businesses, and the development of the city's infrastructures, including hospitals and schools.
He's the key.
هو المفتاح ها